if you were to lose some of your funding, how does it affect your family?
Oh, the thought's overwhelming, to tell you the truth. It's so important to my girls right now to get these services and things that we could never afford. My husband has the best medical available out at the site, and it's still not enough. You know, they need occupational therapy, they need speech therapy, they need physical therapy. And it's not just a need, we're seeing real improvement and real progress that's going to impact their lives and make them much more capable in the future and need less in the future. But it needs to be done now. And it's impossible for any one family to come up with that sort of money. They don't understand what it costs, what it takes to have a child with these issues. It's overwhelming, the expenses. They just go on and on. We just spent $1,000 on plumbing hardware and a plumber to come in and install a shower fixture for my child so that she can actually independently take a shower. And that's out of our pocket. We're already doing everything we can.
So, do you believe the services like occupational therapy, developmental therapy, do you believe they help and benefit your daughters?
Oh, yes. Tremendously, the gains that they've made. And it's so much beyond what the school system could ever provide. These are just critical skills for anyone to be able to put on their own clothes, to be able to, perhaps they can't write, but they can type now. You know, these things are really important in basic communication and safety. It's huge. It's huge.
I'm Linda Walcott, and I'm the program manager and a developmental specialist for the adult program at Transitions Incorporated. What we do here is teach independent living skills for individuals who have intellectual disabilities. The folks that we serve are in the higher level of moderate intellectual disabilities, mild. We also serve individuals who have cerebral palsy, seizure disorders, and autism end of that spectrum.
How do you feel that the therapies benefit this population?
Teaching them life skills and encouraging them and supporting them in being members of the community, making stronger their skills as far as being able to do for themselves with just even purchasing their own items that they need in their daily life. Time management skills. It supports them in their jobs, in their home life, being more independent there and doing more self-sufficiency type things. Some of the folks that we work with, we started when they were in high school and living in their parents' home. The therapies have taken them to the point of living on their own and going into their home and teaching them skills, just doing their own laundry or managing their own home, taking care of their residents, paying their bills.
How do you see this population without these therapies in place?
I think that their daily lives would not be as fulfilling, actually. I think that we would see a lot of folks staying at home in their own residence. I think that we would see a decline just obviously in their progress. When I first started in this field, I was 14 years old, and I started doing kind of like a candy striping position at Napa State School and Hospital. And what I saw there is we did have some of the classrooms where they just stayed in the hospital and worked on some of their money skills. But what I also saw were people who were just kind of warehoused, folks with profound disabilities, just all in one great big room, laying in beds, and no privacy, no dignity. I think that the therapies that we offer, going out with people, not only help them in building their confidence and their own competency, it has also strengthened the community. With following an inclusive model where all people are equal.
So, with possible Medicaid cuts for both these people groups, the disabled adults and disabled children, what would you specifically say to our legislature and the powers that be when they are considering these people groups?
Well, when we cut the fund for individuals with disabilities, we're going backward in time. Yeah, we're going backward in time, and we're, I hate to say it, but crippling our own community. And we're taking away from the rights, from ability. My own personal belief is that we have a responsibility to care for, build character, and help individuals with disabilities. That's our God-given responsibility. And in cutting that funding, we're setting people backward. We're not doing what we need to be doing.
So would you say working with these people groups is your passion?
Absolutely. Absolutely. It is my passion. I believe that it's where I'm supposed to be.
My name is Sarah Perks, and I am the Assistant Director at the Adventure Center, and I'm also an in-home care provider for 2 developmentally disabled adults. The reason why this work is so important to me is because as a mother, you care for children who can't defend themselves, they can't advocate for themselves, they can't do things for themselves, they need their parents, they need their family. As these children grow into adults who happen to have a vulnerability because of their disability, that need to have somebody advocate for them doesn't end. They need adults like me and the staff at the developmental disability agencies and their certified family homes to advocate for them, because a lot of our clients don't have the verbal expression to be able to tell you what they need and what they want. And it's our job to answer the questions for them, reach their needs, instinctively know what they want and need, and provide for them a quality of life that they might not be able to give themselves because of their lack of being able to be independent, or their lack of even being able to function without being fed, or their needs being met without our help. So it's really important that these services continue, because without them, not only would their quality of life not be good, but their life at all, their basic needs need to be met. Social needs, their need for fun, all of those things that they can't provide for themselves, it's mandatory that they have it in their lives. It's pretty much how I feel about this population. It's important.
Where do you think you would be if you hadn't had developmental therapy and support services?
On the streets.
You think you'd be on the streets?